my gosh, Joyce, thank you. Okay, you guys, we're at the top of the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, thank you all so much for being here for our Get Fit Mining Global presentation. I am your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for today. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. Now, for over 6 years, he dedicated his life to learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share this information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you for that introduction, Miss Casa, and welcome everybody. I see everybody saying Miss Casa is beautiful today. It's all that walking and that leopard look you got going on right there. Getting the fall body back. Everybody wants a summer body back, but that's one thing about this opportunity, that while you're in your pursuit to make some money, you're actually getting yourself in better shape at the same time. So we have a lot happening today. There's going to be 2 presentations that I'm doing today at this time and again at 8 p.m. tonight. And then we've got 2 presentation/training with Herschel Crow today as well at 2 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So right after this one. So because of that, I'm going to be giving a modified presentation today. I promise you, I'm going to give you enough information to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. And so we've got a good testimonial today from Mr. Ron Beard right when I finish, and then we'll have you off so you can get on to the training with Mr. Crow. So let's go ahead and get started. As Ms. Casa said, I've been in this industry now for 25 years. I'm sorry, I haven't been that. Has it been 25 years? Yeah, it has been 25 years. I'm aging myself now. Good grief. I just turned 48 last month, and I'm forgetting my memory. I was able to walk off my job and retire at the age of 36, 12 years ago. I turned 48 last month. And one of the things that I started to pay attention to the older that I'm getting is my health. And what is the point of making money if you're not going to be around to enjoy it? I see a lot of people around me, my age and above, even younger than me, suffering from many health ailments that are avoidable and preventable if we do the right things now to prevent. Unfortunately, most people wait till after the fact, till after the hospital visit, to after the doctor bills. Then all of a sudden we want to take it serious. But the reason why we don't take advantage of it now is, one, because we're really not motivated to do so. And that's one of the things that Get Fit Mining wants to help. How do we motivate you to do the things necessary to take care of health challenges like this? Heart disease and cancer are the top 2 causes of death in America. 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal healthy lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are top reasons for disease in America. What if we can motivate you to be moving, to be more active, if we paid you to do it? Take a look at this video.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? Get Fit Mining, the revolutionary platform that pays you to get fit. Imagine earning cold, hard crypto just for building those buns of steel or carving out that six-pack. With Get Fit Mining, every step you take is not just towards a healthier you, but also towards financial freedom. Forget those hefty gym fees or that pantry stuffed with diet foods. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself and start building your retirement at the same time. What if what you mine today could change your tomorrow just doing what you are already doing but intensifying it? Picture this, the best fit version of yourself, traveling the world, driving that luxury car you've always dreamed of. All of this is possible with Get Fit Mining. Here's how it works. Strap on your favorite fitness tracker and start earning crypto for your everyday activities like walking, running, or cycling. The more you move, the more you earn. Our app syncs with your lifestyle. It tracks your progress and mines cryptocurrency while you exercise. It's like mining money while melting calories. Say hello to real-time rewards paid instantly. Achieve your fitness goals and watch your digital wallet grow. Connect with fellow fitness enthusiasts, challenge each other, and share your achievements. With each referral, boost your earnings and your fitness motivation. Join the movement that's reshaping what it means to be fit and financially savvy. Why put off feeling good and living well? The time is now, and Get Fit Mining is your gateway. Ready to make a move? Let's turn those fitness dreams into your financial reality. Jump on board and let Get Fit Mining guide you to a richer, healthier life. It's the future of fitness, and it's here now with Get Fit Mining. So why wait? It's time to turn those workouts into wealth. Download the Get Fit Mining app today and start your journey towards fitness and financial freedom. Remember, every step counts, every workout matters. With Get Fit Mining, you're not just getting fit, you're getting rewarded. It's fitness revolutionized. It's time to get fit, get rewarded, and start building your future one step at a time. See you on the healthier side of life.
That's what I'm talking about. Already getting messages. Bishop Jeremiah, I see you on Facebook. You said you're ready to get started today, so I'll be calling you later on. Now, are there some benefits to walking? Absolutely. I mean, just 30 minutes every day can increase cardiovascular fitness, strengthen your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. It reduces your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some cancers. Your physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. And adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity gain some health benefits. So what we're doing is we're turning your physical activity into an income stream. You see, one thing I don't have to teach you how to do is to have a cell phone. I've got two, an Android and an iPhone. And do you know that your phones already have fitness trackers on them, like Google Fit, Health Connect, and Apple Health, that's already tracking your activity, whether you're giving it permission or not. It is already tracking it. You're just not getting paid for it. So what Get Fit does is an app that you download onto your phone, and there's no cost to download the app. This app attaches to the other apps already on your phone. It's those apps that's collecting your data. What Get Fit does is takes that data, moves it into your miners that you have on your phone, creates it into a digital hash, and sends it to the blockchain. And your reward for that is a token called MQT. A token that is already on the market, a token that already has a value, a token that is the #1 trender and top gainer on the Avalanche blockchain. Even right now, you can go to coinmarketcap.com, type in the search box MQT, and you will see it pop up. This is not something that's made up. It is real. Now, there are other move to earn apps on the market as well, like StepN and Sweatcoin. And these apps are good. I've used them for years. But these apps are also limited in what they can do. They have restricted feature sets, and they're centralized, and they offer subscription fees. With Get Fit Money, this is decentralized. There are no subscription fees. There are no real limits to your physical activity. You're going to get rewarded for all of your steps, your distance, your calories, your workouts, even your sleep. Now, are there benefits to sleeping? Yes. Getting 7 to 9 hours sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, and helps keep blood sugar consistent. It lowers your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease, reduces stress, improves your mood, and helps you to think more clearly. It helps to prevent inflammation and control weight. How would you like to get paid for sleeping and in the process get these benefits of sleeping? In fact, the more you move, the more you mine. All of these activities is going to get you paid, like your steps, distance, workouts, calories, and your sleep, not managed by a company, not managed by a central organization, but by a smart contract. There is no company called Get Fit or MoveQuest. There is no corporate headquarters. There is no, can you send me the address where they're registered? This is the blockchain. There are no borders. It's decentralized. When you sign up, your name is not even in the system, only a wallet address. It's anonymous. Now, there are limits to your physical activity. For example, you can max out up to 20,000 steps. You can max out up to 10 miles, 2 hours of workout time. And talk about an aha moment. I've been doing these presentations since freaking March. And I did not know. that once I reached 2,000 calories, that's maxed out. I thought I had to get up to 4,000, and I think I've maybe only been able to do that once in the last 5 months. But 2 to 4,000 max calories. I learned that last night from Lynette, and max out up to 8 hours of sleep. Now, how do you get started? Well, you get back to the person who invited you. They're going to give you a link. Now, there is a learning curve to getting started, but we'll talk about that in a moment. But all you need is a phone. Fitness trackers are optional. So if you wanted to have fitness trackers, like on my iPhone, I have an Apple Watch. My Androids, I have a smartphone. And just for people keep asking me the best, here's what I recommend. It doesn't mean you have to use it, but I recommend. If you have an Android, I recommend a Samsung Galaxy Watch, at least 6 or above. If you have an iPhone, a smartwatch. Now, if you can't afford to get those yet, you can use some other cheaper watches. They don't capture everything. So that's just my recommendation if you really want to take off with this. Hold on one second. Let me get, yeah, it is off. I think I got it off. Yeah, it is off. All right. So next is on your phones, you have apps that are already tracking all of your data. From there, you now need to purchase miners. Now, the miners, what does that mean? It's like some people call them nodes, some people call them miners, but the miners is what's making this all go. Once that data is moved to get fit, the miners is what's translating that information into a digital hash and rewarding you for your physical data. Now, this is the same process as Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining doesn't happen, overnight. It's not just printed out of thin air. There's a process to that. It takes people. People have to purchase equipment. Then that equipment, you need to have software. Then from that software, you need to plug it in for electricity and pay for the electricity. And then you're competing against others who are also mining at the same time. And the reward for that is Bitcoin. Every 10 minutes, a block is closed. Well, you're mining here, your physical activity, this version of a block closes every 48 hours. You have 48 hours to submit your physical activity to claim, and only 2,000 tokens are being released on a daily basis that all of us will get a percentage of based on how much our physical activity that we actually do. And any activity is getting you paid. From walking outside, inside, running, jogging, hiking, riding your bike or your skateboard, walking your dog, going to the grocery store, going on vacation and walking on the beach and seeing the sights, even playing with your kids and your grandkids, doing yard work, mowing the lawn. What about doing housework? No, I had somebody say, Brandon, I'm kind of disabled. I can't do much. Do you sleep? Yeah, you sleep. Can you move your arms? If you can move your arms, any physical activity is helping to get you paid. And the more activity you have, the higher your earnings. Now, what separates this from other projects in the crypto space that have crashed and burned and scammed people from their money, promise great things, 3% a day, 10% a week, only to do rug pulls or be deemed illegal by the government? What's different about this? One is it's not a centralized project. It is decentralized, for number one. Number two, a lot of these projects out there, just to get off the ground, they have a seed round where people purchase a whole bunch of tokens early on, and they use investor money from outside investors. And as soon as a project launches, what is the first thing everyone does who got started first? They're scared that the thing isn't going to last long, so they start selling all their tokens immediately. And what happens to the price and the value? It crashes. And then outside people will look at that project and say, that was just a pump and dump. And then the same people who crashed it start screaming to the company to bring the token value back up. How come it's so low? What's going on? I was scammed. I lost all my money. And they start saying that publicly, shooting themselves in the foot. Now that they're saying that about their own project that they crashed, outside people are looking, oh, it's a scam. We're definitely not touching it. And they last 6 months to a year at best. This is a project that had no investor money. It was self-funded to the tune of almost $3 million. It has a self-sustaining ecosystem. What that means is that once fully operational and running, it does not need new people's money to pay old people. That is not what this is about. This is not about recruiting. This is about building the community. Recruiting means you got to go out there and you're only making money because you're recruiting people. This is a project. We're making money off of the product. We're making money from our own physical activity with no monthly auto ship. You don't have to recruit. And you don't have to sell any products, goods, or services, just your physical activity. I forgot to do this, and this is one of my favorite things to do. If you made money yesterday, type me in the chat box. It's as simple as that. Another way that this continues to work with the self-sustaining ecosystem is because every time you evolve and upgrade your miners, every time you submit your proof of physical activity, every time you claim your mining rewards, every time you unlock mining dock slots, create challenges and events, and you lease your miners, do you know what that's doing? That's generating transaction fees to the blockchain that normally a centralized company would keep as a profit. Why do you think people like Sam Bankman-Fried and CZ, the Winklevoss twins, anyone that owns an exchange, become billionaires in a few years? Because they are pocketing a lot of those transaction fees that take place on their centralized exchange. The difference here is that since there is no central company here, the smart contract takes what would be a profit and turns it right back into the system. And it goes in and provides the liquidity, removes MQT from the market, which brings the value of the remaining MQTs up without having to burn it. And it's just a self-sustaining ecosystem. So people say, well, Brandon, what's the utility of the token? You can't purchase the miners without MQT, which means every single person that wants to be a part of this project, they have to buy MQT. So if I tell somebody who is a waitress who's on her feet 7 or 9 or his feet 7 to 10 hours a day working for tips, how would you like to be able to make $50 to $200 a day while you're already on your job working? How do I do that? You got to purchase some miners. They're buying MQT tokens. So we have a self-built-in utility for the project. Now, up until this point, this was all theory. GitFit mining is not new. This has been around a couple of years. Some of you guys were here from the very beginning and you dropped off, and now you're coming back because you're hearing all the noise about Avalanche Chain. That's okay. I've only been here since the end of March. So I wasn't here 2 years ago. But when I saw this concept from a crypto enthusiast from the outside, yes, it makes sense. I mean, the smart contract is a smart contract. It's a program. However, I was doubtful on the execution of it, the ability of the community to use it the right way. So when I heard about the move to do proof of concept, even on the Avalanche chain, I actually thought it had an 80% chance to fail. I thought it was going to fail. Not because of the creator, not because of the smart contract. I believed in that part. I just did not believe there was a community of enough people that can pull it off to prove that it would actually work. I was wrong. This was theory up until a little more than 30 days ago. When this token launched, it proved that I was wrong. See, this token launched at $1, went up more than 380%, more than $4 a token. Normally, the people who get in first sell everything and you see it drop and dump all the way down. That didn't happen with this token. It stayed high. And when there was a first major sell-off, the smart contract kicked in and brought it right back up. And we reached a new all-time high of $4.90 in the first 24 hours. What was even more impressive to me was the liquidity. $489,000 liquidity and market cap of almost $1 billion, 93.1 million. Why is that? No, not almost 100 million. Why was that so important? Because if people decide to sell, is there money there for them to pull out? How many times have you been a part of companies and projects where you have to hit a withdraw button or you're trying to sell a token, liquidity is too low and you can't even cash out? Or the price impact's too high and you lose 40% of your value if you try to sell it at that price. This had almost 500,000 liquidity in the first 24 hours. Now, the next couple of weeks, it hovered between this price, $4.90 and $2.50. And then this happened. This was a little more than 2 weeks ago. Almost 2.5 weeks ago. I did a presentation Saturday morning. The token price was at $6.87, up 25% from the previous day. This is in August, mid-August. And the creator, I sent her a message and said, I just want to say congratulations. Even looking at this from an outsider, not that, yes, I'm inside, but on the outside, this was a massive success. And she said, I wouldn't be surprised if the token price goes to $25 by the end of August. And I said, no way, maybe $10, maybe 10. Again, I was wrong. Less than a week later, it was $48.24. $48.24. The reason I'm shocked I have a shocked look on my face is because this happened while I was doing the presentation live. This is actually just, what was it, last week? This happened while I was doing the presentation live. And we had our first big major test because somebody sold. And I keep hearing, just wait till everybody sells, it's going to drop. Really? Somebody sold 2,853 MQT for $86,979. And they dropped the price from $32 to $27. That's a hell of a payday, wouldn't you think, right? $86,000. I mean, less than 24 hours, I don't know, the same day, it got up to $48. It went up $20 in the same day. That's why I have that shocked look on my face. I just took this screenshot 10 minutes before we went live. The price of the token reached an all-time high less than an hour ago, $75 a coin. I had a shocked look on my face when it was 48, and that was not that long ago. 75 right now, well, I don't know what it is right now, but 10 minutes before I got started, it was $74.67. This is huge. This is explosive. Now let's look at the liquidity. $3.4 million liquidity and a $1.56 billion market cap. When this starts getting picked up, it's already on CoinMarketCap by the major networks and exchanges that choose to put it up there. This would rank right now 63rd or 64th top token in the world. Look it up. Number one trender on Avalanche. Number one gainer on Avalanche right now. We can't make that up. It is what it is. You can see every single buy and sell order. And every time I do see in the red, I don't get upset that people are selling. That lets me know that somebody just paid their car note. Somebody just bought groceries. Somebody put gas in the tank. Somebody was able to pay some bills. People are eating. In fact, every single person who is active is making money with this. I couldn't say that in any of the other things that I've been involved in. For those of you who say, I've been in network marketing and I've never made money. Well, guess what? This isn't network marketing. You're getting paid on your own physical activity. Now, here's what I just did yesterday. And I did not max out much yesterday. You guys had me on. Yesterday was a very long, I'm not used to working. I worked yesterday and I was on from 6 a.m. all the way up to 9 to 10 p.m. Wait, no, Marnita had me last, all the way up to 9 o'clock last night. And I didn't have breakfast, lunch, or dinner until about 8:30 or 9 o'clock, helping people who don't know how to get started. So I wasn't able to do all of the steps and all that stuff, but I still earned 4.87 MQT. What is that value? Let's pull up the calculator. Let's see here. 4.87 times, what's the value of the token right now again? $74.67. $74.67. That's a $363 day. I said day, not week, not month. When we first got started in Get Fit, we were excited that Rita made $172 in 5 weeks of just her physical activity. We were excited about that back then. I say that like it's the olden days. That was just a couple of months ago. $363 a day. What does that turn out to if I keep up that pace over the course of a month? $11,272 a month in the course of a year. That's $135,000. This is a full-time income. That has nothing to do with recruiting. That's just my own physical activity. Now, I tried to share this last night, if I was able to keep making my point, that the MQTs are going to become very valuable, very valuable. While it's great that, you want to sell because you see the price going up, you want to try to get a profit, you got to think much bigger. How high can this go? Well, how many tokens are there available right now? 21 million, the same as Bitcoin. But then you got to look how many is in circulation. Bitcoin, there's more than 19 million Bitcoin in circulation after the last 15 years. The last Bitcoin will be mined in the year 2140. But with the MQT token, there's only less than 300,000 tokens in circulation. And every time the smart contract comes in and buys more MQT, it pulls it out of circulation, goes into the vault, and it's not going to be released for another 40 years. This is not a 6-month project. This is a long-term project, and it's on the blockchain, which means it's running independently of the creators. It's launched. It's out there. There's no pulling it back. It's in our hands now with a $3.4 million liquidity. But you might want to accumulate as many MQT as you can because, as I stated, not too long ago, this was at $6. And I was excited about that. Then 48, now 74. I don't know what it's going to be tomorrow, but I do know I've seen history repeat itself. Take a look at this video.
I'm right here watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111. It's an all-time high, and it's continuing to rise. I've seen it break 3 times today. It went up to 110, and this is the highest that it's been. It's ridiculous. Last trade, 189 Bitcoin for $111 piece. That's amazing to me. I mean, just look at this graph. You see this graph? That's the last 3 hours. Give me a second, I'll switch it up.
Look at that. Who would have loved to buy Bitcoin when it was $111 a coin? There's going to be people out there that say, man, I wish I bought MQT when it was less than $100. Now, how do you get started? Well, you got to purchase a Lenny. A Lenny is $50. That's all it takes if you just want to get your feet wet. The first mining dock is free. You don't even have to pay to unlock it. So you can get started with this. People keep asking me, how much can I make off of just one Lenny? I don't know. The price keeps changing every day. I don't know what your physical activity is going to be. It might be $10 a day, $5 a day. It wasn't that too long ago. Even when we were looking on the Binance chain, that 7 Omegas was pulling like $7 a day, and we was excited about that based on what the price of GFAM was. Well, we're talking right here. We know MQT is already just hit an all-time high. You can have 7 miners working for you at any given time. If you want more powerful miners, because the Lenny only does 50%, you can evolve your miners to the more powerful miners, like the primary, ultra, alpha, and omega. Now, I need to change this chart because it's now, to go from a Lenny to a primary is $50. To go from a primary to an ultra, 40, from an ultra to an alpha, 60, and it takes 2 alphas and $200 to merge into 1 omega. Omega is the most powerful miner. So that screenshot I showed you, what I did yesterday, I have 7 omegas on my iPhone there. Now, coming soon is the ability to lease your miners, because at some point, the Lennies and the miners are going to be very expensive. They're going to be more expensive than $50. Anybody remember Gala Games, for example? Those miners came out at $500 a piece. People were buying them up like hotcakes, $500. They're now worth $140,000 a piece today. So I have no idea what our miners are going to be worth in the future. I just know they're going to be worth more than they are right now, which means I'm buying up as much as I possibly can. But Grandpa always said, own multiple property, live in one and lease out the others. So when somebody comes down, I don't know if it's 6 months from now, a year from now, or 2 years from now, they can't afford a miner. That doesn't mean that they can't participate. They can lease the miner from the marketing platform once this is ready. They lease your miner. They'll be able to submit their own proof of physical activity. They'll be able to claim their own rewards and get paid for it. And you get to claim the leasing fee. I like that concept. So to get started today, you want to get back to the person who invited you. If you say this is not for you, that's okay. May not be for everybody. I just want you to know that when you leave here, I do know you have a cell phone. Your cell phone is still recording all of your physical activity. You choose not to get paid for it. It's a choice. Most people that I've learned lately have not gotten involved even after seeing this, not because they don't know if it's real or not, but mostly because they don't think they understand it, or they think it might be too complicated. I had one person say, well, how do I get started? I sent them a video. You mean to tell me I have to watch an hour-long video? Do you want to make $200 a day or not? You know, I even told my son, I got my youngest son, he's a senior in high school. And I said, hey, you going if you get a job, you got to go through 2 weeks training on that job. Every job has a period of training to go through to learn. Same concept here. You've got to be willing to learn something new. People keep saying, can we make it easier? No, you have to learn and understand the blockchain. Because once you do, then it becomes easy and there's no issues. So be ready to be able to learn something new to go through the process. So get back to the person who invited you if you say this is for you. And if it is, they're going to give you a link. You're going to learn how the blockchain works. You need to have, I recommend, I've got a team in India that keeps telling me, well, Brandon, we want to use Trust Wallet. Well, you can, but I recommend MetaMask because it's very user-friendly and connecting to this smart contract. So I recommend MetaMask. You want to, every MetaMask wallet is defaulted to Ethereum. So you want to switch that to the Avalanche blockchain. The first thing you're going to need to do is purchase AVAX. How do I purchase AVAX, Brandon? That comes to, especially for people that's not involved in crypto. If you've never been involved in crypto before, you need to purchase Bitcoin or Ethereum or USDT first. You can do that from Cash App, from PayPal, you know, your crypto.com. But if you're brand new, just know from those centralized exchanges, once you make your very first purchase, you may not be able to access it for a couple of days because you've got to go through the KYC, know your customer, and AML, anti-money laundering. The next thing you do once you purchase that crypto is you can then swap it into Avalanche using a website called simpleswap.io. Go to YouTube, type in how to use SimpleSwap. There's a million videos that will walk you through so you have a basic understanding of how to use SimpleSwap. Other people don't need to use it. I'm just using a basic example here. If you already have crypto, you can swap it into AVAX. Once you do that, you need to add USDT AVAX and MQT. You can just go to CoinMarketCap, type in MQT, and the contract addresses for both USDT and MQT is right there to plug into your MetaMask to add. Next thing you need is to purchase USDT. And then with that USDT, swap it for MQT, or on our website, it will say buy MQT. It's going to take you to Uniswap. So either way, Uniswap, you can swap it, or in your MetaMask wallet. Once you've done that, now you can purchase your first Lenny because you need MQT to buy the Lenny. Now, it sounds easy from me saying it, but now you have to actually do it. We have customer support open 5 days a week from 11 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern to hold your hand and walk you through this process. It goes much easier if you've already have Avalanche in your wallet and you're ready to go. That's what I tell people, that they want 2 hours of my time. then I say, have Avalanche ready to go. But then I don't know how to buy Avalanche. Oh, okay. We got to really go back to the beginning. But you got to learn this stuff. There is no shortcut. You never want to take the shortcut way in dealing with crypto. That's the fastest way you're going to end up losing your crypto. It's one thing to earn the MQT, but do you know what to do with it next? Where the education comes in. Now, as a financial disclosure, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice or health advice. I share information for educational, training, and entertainment purposes only, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. I cannot guarantee any amount of earnings, period. I can state what others are doing based on their activity, but there's three things that will determine what you earn on a daily basis. The first is, what is your physical activity level? How active are you? If you're sitting on the couch all day playing GTA, then there's nothing I can do for you. If you're doing 2,000 steps, 10,000 steps, 20,000 steps, that's completely up to you. The second thing is, I don't know what miners you have working for you. Do you have Lennies? Do you have Ultras, Alphas? Do you have 5 Omegas, 2 Omegas? Again, that's in your hands. What I do know is that, what was it, a week ago from last Saturday? Or no, last Saturday. No, last Friday night, I did a live claim on my 5-day challenge of my previous 10 days on my iPhone. I had 7 Omega miners on that, and I earned almost $5,000 over the previous, it was 94 MQT. Oh, you know what? Because I haven't sold those. The price was different then. What is that worth now? It was 94.1 MQT times, what are we at, $75 a coin? Is that the new all-time high? 75? $75 a coin? Damn! Here's another thing. I don't know when you're going to sell. See, you can earn the MQT, but you make money when you decide to sell it. You may decide to hold. God, that was just less than a week ago. It was less than $5,000. That same $94 MQT is now worth $7,000. This is why I don't sell my tokens. What is that going to be next week? Because again, I still got the tokens. I haven't sold them. I don't know about y'all. Damn that, I'm getting excited. Who wants to learn? Who's ready to learn? You learn this stuff. All right. It's coming soon in a couple of weeks. We are now moving from Get Fit Mining and a rebranded to MoveQuest. That just got me hyped. That's just in 10 days. If I keep that up every 10 days, that's 21K a month. People want to play with this? All right, we're moving to MoveQuest coming up soon. And I want to, let me see, is Mr. Ron Beard on right now? Yeah, I see him. I want to let Mr. Beard give a testimonial. Mr. Beard, I know you like to talk, so look at the clock. We got Herschel's presentation coming up very soon. So in a couple of minutes, share with everybody your story. He's got a powerful story here. So let me bring up Mr. Beard. So Ron, are you there?
I'm here. What's going on, family?
Yes, sir. Go ahead and please share with everybody your
All
story.
right, and I'll try to make it quick. I promise. First of all, I just want to tell everybody, man, we appreciate you, Miss beautiful Marnita Kesa. You always beautiful, girl. You always have your hair together and looking professional, and I love your excitement, your energy that you bring. That's what I call a perfect call. Then you hand the baton off to Mr. Brandon Ivey, and he take it all the way to the 400-yard dash. So that's what we got here. Everybody on the call, if you appreciate what they do, put me in the chat, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get on to, guys. This is amazing. Hi, I'm so excited, man. We got a $75 token that is not even 2 months old yet. Never seen this in the industry. I've been in this industry for 30 years as far as MLM, been in crypto since 2016. Never seen anything like this. If you are here for the first time, it's like buying the first time you buy a lottery ticket and you win the jackpot. That's what you got. Me, Brandon, and a lot of people on this call have been through so many rug pulls and everything. first time on here, this is great. So let me share with you guys the good news. Okay, I always talk about you know, energy and you know, steps and all that. Man, first of all, I'm 23 pounds down. Woo! 23 pounds down. Me and my wife had an anniversary last week, and I had a suit a nice suit, tailored suit that I had outgrown. Couldn't even pop. I mean, I had popped the button on it because I wore it about 2 months ago. I was able to get in that suit and went to dinner, and man, I look good. You know, and look, let me tell you something. When you look good, you feel good. Now, knowing that the only reason why I was able to get in the suit because of this right here, Get Fit Money. So what I'm doing on a daily, guys, I'm maxing everything out. The steps, the miles. So I told my niece yesterday, I said, I want to break an all-time record for myself because I have done, you know, 29,000 steps when I was in high school. I usually average about 25 to 27 steps. And I sent this to Brandon this morning, so don't think I'm lying. I did over 40,000 steps yesterday, 27 miles, guys, at 61 years old. All right. So here's the thing, man, this is saving my life right now because I know so many people that's on all kind of meds. Man, sacks of meds in their 40s, right? Each one of those meds has like over 100 side effects, if not 1,000. So, man, to feel healthy right now, I own my own business, so I'm like Brandon. I quit corporate years ago, so I work for myself. I have a window cleaning business, so some days I don't feel like getting. Yeah, I still work for myself, and like he said, you work harder for yourself because you work for yourself. So some days I don't feel like getting out here washing windows, but now, man, I can't wait to leave the house. Now, you know what I mean, Brandon? Man, I'm doubling my money now. I'm getting paid from my clients and I'm getting paid from Get Fit Money. And so I'm averaging anywhere between the last 10 days, I'm averaging between $200 and about $450 a day. My last 10 days, that's when the coin was at $60. I made over $3,000. Now we got an all-time high of 75. You do the math. You do the math. So guys, I'm going to leave one more nugget with you. This is powerful. Network marketing, you get paid off of others' efforts. This is the only thing I've seen that will pay you 100% of your efforts. Everybody on here is getting paid. I don't care if you take 10 steps, you're getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, Brandon, I max this damn thing out every day because I'm getting paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. $3,000 in a week, 10 days. I've never made that kind of money on any kind of project, any kind of network marketing. Yeah, I'm fired up. If I ain't fired up, why shouldn't I be? So, hey, I'm going to send it back to you, Brandon. But y'all, if you're not in right now, why not? Get in where you fit in, as low as $50. Back to you, Brandon. Appreciate you guys, man. Oh, one more thing. I got two more people I want to thank. It's Boss Lady and Sarah Webb. And the reason why I appreciate them too, I brought them on board and they sign people up daily. Boss Lady was a little late getting on the call. I text her, why are you not on the call? I'm signing somebody up. You get what I'm saying? So all that I made, that didn't include when you share this opportunity. All you got to do is go to somebody and say, hey, how would you like to get paid on everything you do each day on your movement? Okay, that's all you got to do and send them to the call. So I have made for people, telling people that, and they bringing other people in, 29 tokens off of that alone. So I ain't got nothing else to say, Brandon. If that don't fire everybody up, nothing will. Back to you, brother.
Thank you, Mr. Beard. We'd love to hear from Boss Lady again too. So if she's going to be available tomorrow, Boss Lady, shoot a message over to Miss Casa or shoot me a message saying, yeah, I'd love to share my story. We'll have you up tomorrow. There's one more person I want to bring up for like 2 minutes before he's got to open up his own, is a gentleman who is on fire right now. His organization, the people he's sharing this with is exploding. He's hosting twice a day with Brother Crow. I want to bring up Mr. Francis to share a couple of words, especially after we had the creator of the project on last night, Miss Lynette. And then we will be hopping off and going over to his Zoom for the training with Mr. Crow. So, Mr. Francis, go right ahead.
Man, Mr. Ivey, this is phenomenal. Number one, kudos to you for blazing the trail. wouldn't be here, having the kind of success that we're having if it wasn't for you being first and being that leader and being that visionary to really pay attention and do your due diligence and make sure that it was what it was and what it is. But guess what? It's funny how things develop, right? Because you really didn't know. And I didn't know either. And then I got involved. I was like, wait a minute, what are we doing again? Because I thought it was on that one. And then it's okay. In 30 days, almost 40 days later, we're over here all just in awe and kind of almost like this shock of every day you're like, are you kidding me? Like, are lives really being changed like this? Like Mr. Beard, his life is changed forever in less than 30 days from a physical standpoint, probably definitely mentally, absolutely monetarily. And we haven't even done a 90-day run yet, my friend. Like, where they do this at? It's crazy. So I'm excited about where we're headed. I'm excited about, the possibilities and the potential for the everyday person to just move. You don't have to exercise, folks. Just move. And that's what I'm loving about this deal, because it's about to take shape in a way that a lot of us are going to be just mind blown about what you're about to see with the transition from Get Fit Mining to MoveQuest. I've seen some of the pieces and some of the components and some of what they're working on. The dev team, first class. The designers, top notch. They're coming together, and the gentleman that's working on the project, he said, in 15 years, this is my best work from the designing standpoint, the UI, the UX, how it looks, how it feels, the aesthetics. So just get ready for something even more mind-blowing in the next few weeks as we move towards that launch. But I'm excited, Brandon. I'm not going to take too much longer. I know we got to get ready for the next Zoom, but just get yourself positioned at minimum. There's a quote out there, and I'm probably going to butcher it, but it's something like, don't try to figure out all the stuff and how it works and all that stuff. Just get in and then learn it. Something like that. That's what this is about. You're not going to learn blockchain overnight. You're not going to learn about smart contracts and cryptocurrency and all these different moving parts and all this stuff that we're diving into together. But as a collective, you see what's happening in the Telegram. It's a self-supporting, self-educating, all that stuff is happening because we're all saying we want to be involved and we want to help and we want to empower each other to reach 10K, man, in the network. So, Mr. Ivey, kudos to you. Incredible testimonials, incredible, education here, like always. And I just look forward to this journey, man, and seeing what we can go do in the next few weeks, months, years. It's going to be an amazing ride. Amazing ride.
All right, Brother Francis, thank you very much for sharing.
20.
Now, what's going to happen next, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm doing this same presentation again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. All you have to do is invite, and I show, as you guys see, I kind of give an overview of what this is, what Get Fit Mining and MoveQuest is, and then following that will be what you're about to see in the next 7 minutes with Herschel Crow is the why and the how this all works, the underneath the hood, the training side of it, and a lot of Q&A that happens in there. So stick around for that. That's going to be on jointhemovementum.com, and that will also be twice today as well, starting right now. Take care, everybody. See you guys tomorrow on my next presentation. Tonight, and then I'm doing it again tomorrow, same time. Take care. Bye-bye.